Yo-ho, can you guys hear me? Okay, I think we're okay now. And if you hear a little bit of an echo in the background, it's because I've got it up on my computer. I'm trying to check that it's actually recording, because it randomly kicks me out, and I think it's partly because the server is so super laggy and my phone is struggling to deal with it, even though I've got an iPhone X. Some days like streaming's a dream, and then on days like today it's a bit of a nightmare, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, you can see I'm like glitching. Yeah, so this is my main base, you guys know that, but I have built a little, ooh, hang on, is that? Hang on, okay. I was going to show you my tree base, but before I do that, Akira's in the water. Not that I think it's an issue or anything, but just in case. I don't want her to, Can Sarkos drown? I don't remember, but I want her to be back where she belongs. Come here, Akira. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. She's so fast. I love her. Oh, next to your boyfriend. Here you go. Boom, boom. Okay. Yep. Server super laggy. I'm sorry. Oh, and the door closed in my face. Rip. Okay. By the way, how sick does Guardian look? We gave him a new style. There he is. Look at that. I made him black with like those red eyes and the vampire skin, which is pretty cool. Yep, so on the agenda for today, I've got a newish player that is building near me, and they've set up a little tree platform base, and him and his little tribe have set up there. Now they've got Argies and a couple of other tames throughout there, but they want to get their first quetz, which is always, you know, a fun little project. You know, it's really difficult when you don't have certain tames, like a griffin for example. It makes taming so much easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be helping him out, just taking him out. We're going to be looking for some quetz, and then yeah, we're going to see if we can find any good ones, and yeah, trank it out and tame it, and I'll give him a little bit of help. So probably we'll take the griffin out so you can just sit at the back and shoot away. Or maybe the Tay, because I don't think we're allies, and because I'm full I can't send out ally requests. It's a thing, I don't know why, but because my tribe's full I can't send out alliance requests. Now outside of that, so this is the, actually I should probably start from the top. And of course it's dark now, so love that. My timing is impeccable. But I try to build it in my base just so that I could spread out some of the tames I have a little bit more. I've got a couple of tribe members that are struggling with lag in the big main base, so this is meant to be a little alternative to actually be able to still play and be around the tribe, but not having to be at the main base. So I did a multi-level build. At the top it's mostly just going to be crafting, so obviously like we haven't officially like moved in, so there's not a lot of personal items placed down. We haven't customized it a lot yet, but when you sort of walk in, what I did is I did a bit of a spread out of some glass walls, some greenhouse glass walls, because I just thought that was such a cool look. Actually, in here. There's actually visitation parking for your dinos, so there's 2 little sections I just set aside for people. Yeah, so I put these little glass panes. I just think that they look really cool. You've got sort of spread out these wall torches as well. We did start placing some basics like a fabricator, we've got a generator, some forges, smithy, all that kind of stuff. Now, obviously we still have the good old beehive and taps and other stuff like that. So we are still customizing it, but this is going to be like the main like tribe member living location, also the main crafting platform type of thing. So storage, living, crafting, it's all going to be up here. Now there will be a lower level which is mostly going to be for keeping probably like personal tames, and I'm probably thinking mostly flyers. Like I don't want to have to go up and down on the platform unless it's really necessary, so we might keep a couple of dinos up here, but probably maybe not the high use ones. The rest will pretty much go down on the floor, and I've already started setting up some X plants just for some spawnings, because we are right next to the swamp and next to the redwoods, so I get a lovely mix of snakes and terrorbirds and sarcos and capros and any other carnivorous dino that probably wants to chomp on you. Not that I minded, I mean I chose it, but you know, gotta be prepared. So this is going to be your main sort of dino level, so I've preset little slots out for them. And so I've just brought a couple of up your basic. We've got some metal stone, some personal flyers, some of my tribe members, wood gatherer. Yeah, we haven't really touched too much on this one, but you will notice that each of them will have a generator at the front near the door, and that is linked to our elevator. So we do have a full functioning elevator from the top floor to the bottom and to the second floor to the bottom. So I'm still keeping the ladders just because it's more convenient if you're just going up and down, you know, as a player. But if the platforms are more just for transporting dinos up and down if it's necessary, you know, I kind of want to avoid having to, but you got to have the option to be able to. Let's see, other than that, I did also place a little X plant up the top. Up here, because you can't place it on the second level because it blocks water from going to the below platform. So unless you want to manually feed your X plant and to get one keep on there, which I don't think is sustainable, you're just gonna have to go with that one. Probably put a turret instead, but I'm trying to avoid putting a lot of electronics up here because it does increase the lag. Like even X plants increase the lag, but I gotta have something. But yeah, that's sort of like my little base setup I have here. I've got 3 X plants down the bottom. I'm pretty excited to paint this up. Like I think it's going to look really sick once it's all, yeah, pretty much like painted up and customized and but I don't know what color to go with though. Like I've had a chat with a couple of my tribe members and we just can't make up our mind. We seriously can't. I don't know if I should just stick to like my base colors, which is that sort of royal purple color, I guess you'd call it. But it's technically called blue, but it's purple, let's be honest. It's the purple blue. Yeah, I don't know. Suggestions would be welcome. I'm thinking we could maybe do... See, even doing 2 colours is really hard because the way that the base is designed, or well, like tree platforms in general, especially in the roof, you've got to crisscross so many ceilings to cover all the gaps. And to get out to the point where you can actually put down some of the ramps to close the gap. But it doesn't look right when it's coloured. Like it just doesn't sit well. It looks messy if we start mixing up colours. So because what I ideally would have liked to do is like do maybe little strips, you know, in different colours, and it'll look like a big pinwheel. I thought it was a kind of a cool idea. But yeah, I don't know. I think But in theory versus in practical, it's, yeah, a different story. Like, that was weird. Yep, it dropped out. This is why I bring it up on my computer, because otherwise it's a pain. Okay. We're back, I think. Let me just test that. Are we back? Are we back? Yes, no, maybe? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, cool. Oh, too many tamed creatures again. Oh, PvE is so overpopulated. And the lag is real. It is real. Okay, I think it's going to be light very, very soon. Now, I'm not bringing anything with me. The guy that's wanting me to help him tame is going to be, or should have everything. Oh, I need to fill up my canteen. Let's go do that actually now. I don't like being without water. Water and food, so that's why I always carry some eggs on me. Alright, is there anything nasty? Anything nasty around? Are you? Oh, there's a terrorbird. You're nasty. I don't like you. Go away. I think I'm alright. Quickly. Sweet. Actually, have any of these reached the fruitling stage? Still seedling. I wonder how long they actually stay as a seedling. Yep, you're still seedling. You're still seedling too. Actually, is that getting blocked by that platform now that I'm sort of thinking about it? Is that... Nah, I think that's alright. Alright, let's go out. So we're going to head to the good old Red Obelisk. See if we can't find ourselves a lovely little quetz. So, Friendly Yodeler is the guy that we are going to be helping out today to get a quetz. He is just recruiting a new member at the moment and just picking him up. So, while he does that, I'm gonna, start hunting around and see if I can't actually find a good old quetz. So let's just get up closer to where we need to be and then get up to a bit of a higher height so we can look around. It looks so cool when it rains, but it's a pain. Oh, you're a tapajara. Tapajara? I don't know how to say it. I always thought it was tapajara, but a lot of people call it tapahara, so it probably is tapahara, because who knows. It's probably because I speak like a different language and the sounds and stuff that I associated with it is a little bit different, so... Ooh, we got a little bit of spike of lag there. Alright, let's keep an eye out. Actually, I wonder if that Titan is still stuck there at the bottom. It'd be lovely. I should get the other Titan stuck there as well if it's still there. Just because I absolutely hate Titans. Oh, there's a quetz. Oh my gosh. Alright, what are you? What are you? What are you? Ooh. Oh, it's got pig wings. So what's your health? I didn't check. Alright. Let's see where he's at. I have to keep tabs on this stupid thing. I bet it's gonna run into a turret. Oh my goodness, and I'm gonna be so mad. Or I'm gonna crash, one of the two. It's not a fun journey. Oh, you know what? I should have just brought my stuff so that I could tame it myself. Ooh, do I never learn? I think he's gone offline. Alright, so I'm not going to miss this opportunity, so what I'll probably do is I'll just tame it and give it to him later at this point. So at least I know it's floating around here at the red obelisk. So I'm going to go back, grab some taming supplies, and really hope that it's still around here when I get back. That was not the best time for him to go offline. So he's going to owe me for taming this thing for him. Come on, stem, regen. Regen. Fair warning, I'm 100% going to crash. It always happens when I come back to my base after being away for a bit. So I'll be back if I crash. I will, I promise. It's because there's too many big bases nearby. It kills me. There's another one here. Watch it. I'm gonna lag. Ooh, he put up battlements though. I remember when he was like a really small base, it was actually kind of cute. Now he's like literally taking over this entire area. You see, there's another base to the left, and then right ahead of that base there's another base. There's another base to the right here. And then in the corner you can see my pink and purple gates. That's my base. Mind you, I was here before any of these guys were here. It's like everyone built around me, and now I'm getting so much lag. It kills. Oh, I told ya I was gonna crash. I knew it. Oh, the lag. The lag. Okay, I need to quickly get back on there just so that I can do the good old reseat and fly. I'd rather not fall and then have to try and get my griffin down. It's a bit of a pain. And if you don't relog quick enough, then you don't resaddle. Okay, are we okay? I don't know. Okay, it always does that after I first crash. It's like the controls reverse. So instead of swiping up to fly, I gotta swipe down. So go figure that. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna grab some narcotics here. Some narcotics. Ooh. I don't think it's worth spending a major bomb on, so I might just do like a minor. So I have some narcotics, I've got some minor bombs, I'm gonna use my bow because it's just quicker in getting trank arrows in them. Because they will torp us so fast. So fast. I'm probably not gonna need more than 50 arrows. Give me a quick sec. I've completely forgot what kibble they take. Quetz. Whoa, if I could spell today. Rex kibble. Okay, I should have some. Rex kibble. Do I have some? I really should though. I've got usually like a pretty thorough mix of kibble. Oh, iguanodon, allosaurus, argentavis, Rex egg. Boom. Alright. Alright. Let's go tame our seals. A good old quetzerini. Let's just get out of this area. It's one of the other reasons why we literally built the tree base. It's just, there's too much lag with all the bases just clustered. I don't understand why people build so close to each other. Like, I really don't. And I'm probably gonna complain about this until the day I die. Because I just don't understand the logic of people. Like, I really don't. Maybe they just learn from society, the way that people build houses these days. Everything's just smooshed together. You know, you're looking into your neighbour's face through his bloody window and you're on the bloody toilet. That's what it feels like. Alright, now... It was near here, but I'm just going to quickly land for some full stam. And then we will go back up. And then we will get this party started. Alright, now I'm just gonna go use and just have that on my little hotbar there. Alright, now I've got to fly right up. Now it was around here. There she is. Alright. Actually, let me just angle this a bit better. I'm not going to get closer. My aim is ridiculous today, though. Then again, my aim is always ridiculous. I am just terrible at this game. I swear. Oh, can you, like, not go into the swamp, though? Like, please? Or into the open ocean? This thing's gonna be a pain, isn't it? You know, I need to learn to just fly up close before I try firing. Like, I don't know why. Like, I feel like I gotta do like a long shot. That should have hit. Come on, come on. This is actually getting near my tree base, I'm pretty sure. Oh my goodness, that is not even near where I shot. This game is actually like the aim is freaking terrible. Finally! My goodness, that was a journey. My goodness. Okay, I did not want to open aim here. I wanted to open the quetz. There we go. Feed you 5. Now. I think we're actually in a pretty good spot here, not gonna lie. I don't think there's a lot of terrible things. Maybe just this. Oh, that's chasing after that thing anyway, so I lure it over here. So that's got a rock on that side. Yes, it is. It is immobile. I might need to get some prime meat. It does depend on how many kibbles it ends up eating. So what I'll do is I'll probably just give him one of the other tamed quetz that I have that I didn't spend a bomb on, and then at least he'll have his first quetz. Oh, so you're a PS4 player. Okay. Is there any sort of big well, obviously, yeah, mobile is a lot more limited. PC and yeah, the PS4 and consoles obviously will have a lot different approach. Well, it's nice to meet you though, Mr. PS4 player. Right, how many kibbles is it gonna eat? Oh, you know, mobile's got terrible lag too. Like, it's, yeah. I don't know if you've seen the start of my stream, I crashed like crazy. But that's also because there's a lot of people that build like super close together. Fights in what way? Do you mean like just fights between different tribes? Like, because I'm in PvE obviously, so there shouldn't be like a lot of fights because it's not player killing player. It's just, yeah, against the dinosaurs and stuff that live here. The only time I would say there might be fights is when, I guess, people that have played a long time, like me and other big tribe players. They get frustrated when people pretty much like overpopulate the server with too much like trash dinos. I have played PvP, but I didn't really like it. It was frustrating, constantly like getting wiped and rebuilding, getting wiped and rebuilding. Oh, I need to kill all this stuff, seriously. Oh, see, there's my lag. This is called Terrorgird. Yeah, so, like all servers do, but PvP, because people constantly get wiped and having to rebuild, like they don't really get stuck or they don't really reach the limit very easy. But in PvE, because people don't get killed, people don't get wiped, there's a certain structure limit that you can make, so people can only build up to a certain amount for the whole server, not per person or anything. And then people can only tame a certain amount of dinos as well. Well, I played on a server and I actually got wiped by a YouTuber, so I was pretty annoyed. And I got insided. It wasn't even like a fair raid. It was, they convinced like one of our tribe members to betray us, and so they pretty much just came in and unlocked everything for him, emptied some of the turrets. They couldn't do all of the turrets, but... Oh, really? Cool. Another YouTuber. Yeah, so it wasn't a fair raid, so I was a little salty about that, so I sort of just went, stuff PvP. Yeah, I really hate insiders. Like, it's so against the game. Like, I don't even understand what's the point. What's the point of people setting up defenses and doing all this stuff, you know, to enjoy the game in PvP, and then people just hack it pretty much, you know. But yeah, there's a video somewhere of my tribe getting raided, so... Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it didn't happen like very often once we got pretty big, because we were close to pretty much being, well, us and another tribe, we were sort of fighting to be the alphas on the servers. But yeah, after a set of times, I just got tired of it. Like, yeah. People hack on mobile too. Like, we had a lot of Chinese tribes just hack their tames and stuff, so it'd be ridiculous, some of the friggin' dinos they had on there. Yeah, that was one of the biggest struggles I found, is just a lot of hacking Chinese tribes. Nothing against them, but it's frustrating when you're trying to play and people just either inside you, or like we had one of the tribes that we were fighting with to be alphas on the server. They spawned, I'm not exaggerating, I think it was like 500 foundations. Like 500 foundations just everywhere across the server. But luckily, like when they got reported, they actually got wiped from the server because they did that. See. Hang on, let me just tell this thing. Yeah, I was actually really happy when they got wiped, but they just rebuilt and just, yeah, pretty much redid the same thing. So frustrating. But yeah, so that's why PvP is not my thing anymore. I quite enjoy PvE. It's really chill, like you get to make good friends, and you can sort of focus a lot more on breeding in a fun way, trading, getting really, like just building really interesting structures, so that's what I kind of like. Oh yeah, I tamed it. Yeah, see, that's a good way to be. That's how PvP is meant to be. Like, you know, people aren't salty if it's like a fair raid, you know, unless maybe it's a kid, but other than that, you know. Stupid Terrorbird. Hang on. imagine like eating people's dinos. Well, yeah, like I said, PvP is PvP, you know, like you kill people's dinos, you raid them, that kind of stuff. It's more about, you know, how that gets done. Okay, is that following me? Yes, it is. Okay. Like I said, we got wiped before, but I wasn't salty about it because it was fair, you know, like they really bred up some good dinos, got some good soakers, and beat us fair. But yeah, the insider one was sort of like, stuff that, I'm done. I had like a nice big like epic rage quit. It was just like, pfft. But it wasn't just me too. I had several other tribe members, and it was pretty much the same thing. They just lost it. They were so angry. And I've not seen any of them back again after that time. They just quit Ark in general and just went, I'm done. Yeah, actually, it's so fun. I actually like going out with just some weapons and stuff, and just, you know, doing a little bit of trolling, you know, just fighting people player versus player type of thing. It's really fun. No, where the heck am I? I'm like, don't even know where I'm flying because I got distracted. It's gonna be this way. Yeah, this fog is not helping me, is it? Where am I? A lot of people like to get wiped. My tribe used to have one. Ooh, that's rough. That's a rough one. Where am I going? I'm completely going in the wrong direction. There we go. We're meant to go that way. I wasn't wrong. Yeah. It's really hard to start from scratch once you sort of get wiped. A couple sort of tried to follow me over onto PvE, but like you can notice, the lag is so ridiculous on here that they just couldn't deal, and they just went nah. But it's mostly just because I'm kind of invested that I'm still around here. Alright, can I get this thing to land on here, I wonder? Does this guy stop? Are you still following me, mate? No. Oh, it was nice to meet a fellow player. Funnily enough, like there's not many long-term players on mobile, mostly because it's so overpopulated that it's really hard to get in, especially in PvE in particular. Let's see. At least the stam and the speed got a boost. Always put some more on stam first. Let's jump on that. Well, feel free to drop your the link to your YouTube channel. I'll be happy to check it out. It's all good. I'm like starting out myself, so Just sort of building. I technically started over from a first channel because the way I did it, I just didn't like it, and I wanted to redo it. So, oh, I love this. Like, it just looks like I have an absolutely deserted base, but it's just the lag. Hang on, I'm just gonna re-log quickly. Let's try that ish. Okay, that's a bit better. Ah, thanks, bro. Yeah, the chronicle taming, you mean? The only problem with that is that because it costs element, and a lot of people would rather use it to build, even if it's only one element, and people like to show off. I guess that's sort of the point in PvE, is that people like showing off, you know, they breed, they build, they do what they want to do because, you know, they want people to see. So a lot of people don't want to chronicle their dinos. I don't mind. I actually do it very often, mostly because like you get like a tame limit and then you can't breed or tame anything. So as soon as that kind of happens, I usually got to start putting stuff away. Oh, see, it's a bit different in mobile. So the way they do it in mobile is they've brought in chronicling. So we don't have cryopods. Instead, we chronicle dinos. So you put one element, you need the implant, and it's got to be full health, and then you can actually chronicle a dino. So if I go like into my Griffin's little thing here, you'll see at the bottom it's got unclaimed, spay, kill, and then chronicle. So that's how the mobile version of it is anyway. But the thing with that is it then will actually shrink into its implant, but you can't take it in and out. Like, it costs 2 amber every time you do that. So I'll show you one of my chronicled ones. Yeah, these are all my implants I've stored. Where did I put them? Yep, so that's a chronicled implant there. So 2 amber to revive it, and then you can bring it back out, and that's fine. But you know, you have to then spend another element to re-chronicle it. Oop, I needed to put that back actually. Yeah, exactly. I wish we had cryopods. Unfortunately, the devs said that they're not going to be bringing that into the mobile version. That the pretty much our version of that is meant to be this chronicling thing, whatever you want to call it, which is fine. Like, it does the job. But yeah, sadly, we don't have cryopods. I wish. We've like begged them for ages. What did I need? Oh yeah, I wanted to get a saddle. They've only just recently brought sort of tech in. So since they've introduced dungeons to us, we actually have tech as an option now, but we don't have the full tech that other people do. They sort of slowly introduce it over time, so we'll see. I'll grab you. I might actually run over, so let's put you away here. Let's see if I get eaten. There we go. Giga, giga, giga. Ooh. Yeah, I did play PC at the start, like, that was like a while ago, that was like a year or two ago. But the thing is, like, they were just so different, and to me, I think that Ark is the type of game where you really need a lot of practice in controls and the know-how of things to really be good at it. And I didn't have the time to sort of split between the different ones and to relearn everything. And even then, like, it's kind of convenient being able to play on your mobile versus having to go and sit down at a computer or a console. So for me, I sort of just went, I don't mind playing mobile. Like, it's convenient enough for me, so... where did I want to go? Oh, there we are. I've only just recently built this little tree base, so I'm still upgrading it to metal. Just finished with my elevators and all that. But it's kind of nice not having to worry about PvP players. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough with the lag. But even on here, like, as soon as you have a big base or, like, you know, a lot of dinosaurs, your lag just kills the experience. It really does. Let's put that in there. Yeah. I need to upgrade my PC though. I think that's another reason why I don't bother maybe even trying or going back to Arc PC, just because it's kind of pointless unless you're actually set up. It's really that bad. I haven't played in such a long time. Like, I can't even remember if the lag was bad. So you said you were playing for a few years, weren't you? It's like a PowerPoint presentation. Love that. Well, watch me get into my base. That's like a PowerPoint presentation. It's just... Okay, that's pretty awesome. Oh, I was going to ask actually, because I'm kind of curious about the differences between, let's say, mobile and console. Do they have, like, different modes that you can play in, like, the console? Like, for example, in mobile, we've got, like, PvE, PvE, obviously, but then we've also got, like, PvX, and I don't know if that's a thing with Arc console or not. You probably don't, I don't know, if it's not, then you probably don't know what PvX is, but just kind of curious. Apocalypse. Okay, I haven't really heard much of the other types, but yeah, we mainly only have like 3 types, like your standard PvP, your standard PvE, and then PvX. And I think there's 2 types in the PvX, so pretty much like sections of the map will be PvE, and then sections of the map will be PvP. And then there's like another twist on that one where it's called like the clock, where there will be sections that actually rotate to what area is PvE and what area is PvP. So for example, 6 o'clock every night, the location of my base might be part of the section that's a PvP zone. So people can usually build their base depending on when they're going to be online to actually defend themselves against raiders. So it was a really cool twist on it. So I quite liked that. I thought that was interesting. But I mostly, but I like the PVX one without the clock twist sort of thing on it. Because you could build like a proper base in the PvE section, but then when you want to, you can go out and have a bit of PvP fun. So sort of a bit of both. Exactly, you know, so you can have a safe location to actually get gear worth like raiding and stealing, and people will then actually go out and go and PvP each other. So I quite liked that. That was a good little mix. The only thing is that some people are so chicken, you know, and then they don't want to go in the PvP zone. But they've made it so that there's good incentives if you do. Like, you'll get extra, I think it's like times... Is that times 3? I think it's like times 3 XP or something like that if you craft, build, and do something like that in PvP zones. Always offline trolls, yeah. Yeah, there's always a troll or two around. Yeah, I've been on the straight PvP ones, but it worked out though, because I had tribe members from pretty much all over the world, and because of the different time zones, there was always someone on. So when I was sleeping, you know, I might have someone from India that would be on because they're about 4 hours behind. I've had one of my tribe members was from New York, so she was always up, you know, it was in the middle of the night for me. So that was pretty cool. Like, at least we were well covered because we had different people from different places. Even like doing stuff like giga raising was a lot easier because there was always someone online to look after when we were breeding stuff. Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so you're 27. Let's see, what will I swap you out for? Actually, can I just eat that because that's heavy? Yeah, 100%. The only thing that I've really struggled with that I would say in, I don't know if this is everywhere or if this is just in Arc Mobile, but there are a lot of people that are kind of, I guess they're racist, I guess is going to be the best word for me to use. For example, there was someone on my server that only wanted to gather Indian people and would only add Indian people, and that pretty much treated everyone like crap that wasn't Indian. And my friends that I had in my tribe that were Indian, like, hated his guts. They thought he was the rudest guy on the planet. But there's a lot of people that think like that, and I don't understand what's the point. Like, it's a game. We're all here to have fun and enjoy ourselves. I don't know what's the point of being an asshole and, you know, wanting to exclude people. But then again, you know, I guess people like that aren't really logical at all. What have we got you doing for that? Oh, see, that's quite good, yeah. I think maybe because of the way that PvE servers are designed, in mobile as well, you just get, yeah, there's a lot of toxic people sometimes. But it's like it's not like a lot of them, like, don't get me wrong, it might be 20% out of, you know, like 80, the other 80% being absolutely fine. Yes, yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, 100%. I guess that was sort of what the funny thing was, is that after a bit, I think he was a college student or something, the guy that ran that tribe, eventually had to go away, I don't know, for a few months for, I'm assuming school and stuff was going to be really hard on him. And he actually wanted to merge tribes with me because he knew I was a long-term player, I'm responsible, like I know what I'm doing. And I just said no, like I don't like supporting people that treat others like that. Another thing that a lot of players do is they will take noobs into their tribes and they will just use them as like resource mules, you know, they just have to farm stuff to stay in tribe every day. And don't get me wrong, like if you're in a tribe, everyone should be helping out. Like it's not just all on one person, but they wouldn't do anything and they would just, you know, dangle prizes, you know, like if you do this, you'll get this. If you do that, you'll get this type of thing. Yeah, exactly. It was like bloody slave labor, you know, and like I hated that. Like once again, like it's meant to be a game. We're all meant to just be out having fun here, and they gotta make it. Yeah, they gotta make it stupid. I don't understand. Let's see, what are you? Oh well, who knows. Oh, she's a female. Yeah, I can probably give Echo away. Yeah. Yeah, we got friggin' limits on everything. Tame limit, server limit. Like, this is our server info at the moment. We're like capped on structures. Oh, are you somewhere that it's late? Oh, okay, well, good night to you, sir. We will, who knows, I'll probably see you next stream. I'll check out your channel later. See you, mate. Bye. Alright, I might actually end the stream there for now. I'm gonna maybe just level up this quetz a bit. I'll drop off one of the quetzes to the new player. And I'll update you guys next time. So I might do my next stream in my single player again and see if I can't track down that disappearing Giga, which I've looked for several times. I seriously don't know where it went, guys. Like, I turned around and was gone. But I'll find it again. And then, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.